Hello, Dr. James Bogash, expert in health longevity, and today we're going to talk about 8 ways to live longer. Life expectancy, living longer, it's not even about living longer, it's about living healthier for longer. So, compression of morbidity would be the technical term, but generally, there are outliers on both ends. We have those people that smoke and drink and don't exercise a day in their life that live to 105. And then you've got people who do everything right and still die of breast cancer in their mid 20s. The bulk of us live in between. And I always put it in context of the lotto. So some people win the lotto, but you shouldn't live your life as if you're going to win the lotto. The bulk of us are not going to win the lotto, and we have to do something to make sure that we have money to survive. And so longevity in general is not an accident. It is something that happens through a dedicated approach to exercise and diet and a variety of factors. So the American Heart Association used to have Life Simple 7, now it's Life's Essential 8, which they added sleep. This scoring chart has some deficiencies in it, but in general it's a really good way of like a mile high view of doing these things will give you better outcomes. There are certainly things within here, like there's some aspects of the diet that I don't agree with, and I'm a much bigger fan of short burst exercise than the scoring gives you credit for. But in this particular study, looking at a large chunk of people, and they found that people that had low adherence to Life's Essential 8s, moderate or high adherence. So basically, they're scoring on these charts, and you can go to the American Heart Association. You can do your own scoring. You have to know some of your blood work values, but in general, those are easy to obtain. So the people who had the low score at age 50, they had their average life expectancy was 27.3 years, so 77.3. Medium was 32.9. High was 36.2. Almost a decade longer than the people with lower scores. That's longevity. It's not about some miracle supplement or this or that, or some drug like metformin that's going to be anti-aging. This is about the simple approaches that lead to a healthier lifestyle. I'll put in the description, but they are diet, which is obviously far more specific than just diet. Exercise, again, very specific. Good amount of sleep, keeping your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and your fasting blood glucose in check, as well as a healthy body composition, not necessarily BMI, but really looking at waist to hip ratio, and no smoking. Pretty clear-cut list. There's some differentiations in there that I would score differently than the American Heart Association, but it's a really good thing to go by to see if you're likely to live longer. As always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs information, and subscribe to the channel.